Hello, welcome to Sold Out Launch Day 2. Day 1 was all about digging for diamonds, and Day 2 is all about polishing those diamonds. Then take a trip to Quora and Reddit. Both of these are great forums, which are excellent places to not only look at the different burning pains, and points that people talk about relative to your niche, but you can also create threads and ask questions. You can go to Quora, sign up for an account, and start asking questions. You do have to earn some units in order to be able to ask questions, I think, but it's fairly easy. It's not going to take you forever. Reddit is really simple. Create an anonymous account, because everyone has an anonymous account in Reddit except for this stupid person who's sitting here. I created my Reddit account with my full name, but I'm so stupid. Don't make that mistake. So make an anonymous account on Reddit, and you can go in and you can start asking questions relevant to your niche. And trust me, the kind of responses that you get, because everyone is anonymous and no one is scared of judgment, are gold. You can also go on over to BuzzSumo. BuzzSumo is a place where you can find the most popular content in your area. So that will give you an idea of what kind of content people like, what kind of burning pains, or what kind of areas people are like addressing, people like when these issues are addressed. It basically ranks content by the most popular to the least popular. You can also look at Facebook groups and communities. Unfortunately, 99% of the people only validate their ideas through Facebook group and communities. So I'm not going to go into any detail in this, because this is something that everyone does. And last one is one of my favorites, which is Skillshare and Udemy. Now, what you're going to do in Skillshare and Udemy is you're going to look for most popular courses in your area and then read comments for possible improvements. So once you go through all of these places, and you look at different courses, different offers, different products in your chosen area, you need to fill out this sheet. So the first thing you need to look at is, does your offer, this is the kind of thing that you came up with, or something similar, does it have a sizable market? Now, how will you find out if it has a sizable market? Now, again, a lot of people, the way they do it, they go to Google keyword search. And even though that's really valuable, I feel it's not qualitative enough. It's very, very quantitative. It only gives you the numbers. It does not give you the quality of the content or the material that's available out there. So I highly recommend that when you look at Amazon or Etsy or Fiverr or Udemy or Skillshare, just look at how many different programs or courses are out there and how many students are there, because that will give you an idea of whether there is a sizable market. Also look at the most popular features and associated benefits. So if someone has a book on it on Amazon, or if someone has a course on Udemy, look at the different features and benefits that they talk about in their sales page, as well as in the course outline. What are the missing elements? How will you find about the missing elements? You will look at the negative reviews. So it's super, super, super important when you go to Amazon. It's really important, not just Amazon, Udemy, any of those places where you can find customer reviews. It's really important to look at negative reviews. And most importantly, okay, negative reviews are important, but some people are just Debbie Downers. They hate everything. So also look at 3-star, 4-star reviews, because those would tell you the missing elements that people are looking for. So you can build that and improve on an existing offer. What is the biggest pain or frustration that keeps coming over and over again? So you can go to Amazon, you can look at a certain, certain product, a certain service, a certain book, and you realize that every time there is a negative comment about that certain thing, it's all about that big pain of frustration. I was looking for a solution to this problem. I was looking to solve this issue. So look for that biggest pain point. Now, you already probably have identified that through your own initial research, but this will really help you. And the last one, what is it that they will do anything to avoid? So this basically is what I like to call J without the boo. So people want great positive results, but there are also certain things that they absolutely do not want. So for example, one example could be that they're really nice. They want nice looking sports gear, for example, as a product. But what they don't want is, that it's bulky, or that it tears too soon, or it's that it's too sheer, any of those ideas. So they want a certain thing, they want a certain result, but they don't want the negative impact, a negative element, some negative element. One J without the boo that's very specific for my business is that people want to sell, but they don't want to come across as salesy. So that's something that they would do anything to avoid. They want to sell, they want to be able to sell more, but they would do anything to avoid looking salesy. So look for that element, and trust me, if you look at the resources that I just gave you, this will be really easy to fill out. So fill out this sheet. Do not skip this step. If you do not do this, you will not be able to move on to the next step of validation. So do this. And if you have any questions, drop them in the thread. And I will see you tomorrow with step 3. Bye-bye.